So good afternoon. We are back again. We're going to talk about Jude Bellingham. Is he worth 120 million quid? We're going to get into all of that in a minute. Before we do, big up to everybody who has subbed to the channel. We have hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel. Come on, big up to everyone, man. Really appreciate it as well. This channel's flying. I need to upload more, but thank you very much. It's just finding the time with the regular season still going on as well. But summertime, in 24 days from now, the season ends. After that, there will 100% be an upload every single day. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It won't just be football. It will be mainly football because of the transfer window in other clubs, but there will be other topics involved as well. So yeah, man, big up to everybody who's helped me get up to 10,000 on this channel, man. Make sure you smash a like, sub if you haven't. And Fabrizio Romano tweeted out yesterday, Real Madrid are close to completing a deal to sign Jude Bellingham. Confirmed negotiations are progressing into the final stages. Personal terms are almost agreed. Huni Khalifat, I'm assuming that's an agent, is crucial again. New meeting has been scheduled to complete the agreement with Borussia Dortmund. Now, listen, I genuinely am baffed. I can't lie. I am baffed. 120 million for Jude Bellingham. Right, listen, I like Jude Bellingham. I think he's a good player. Yeah, but he's not 120 million quid good, especially when he's how old? 19? Like, I know there's some players out there that are considered generational, like Mbappe and Haaland's, etc. Yeah, but the difference with them is they give an output for goals. I mean, you've only got to have a look at Haaland this season, just breaking record after record. Mbappe, superstar, World Cup, put him up in my estimations even higher. So Jude Bellingham, as good as he is, I always thought that he'd end up at Real Madrid. Yeah, all these Liverpool fans that were gassing him up and hyping him up. Oh, we're signing Hey Jude and all of that. Like, and that's not shots at anybody, by the way. I love you, Grizz. But I never thought he would end up in the Premier League. And the reason I thought he'd never end up in the Premier League is because at that age, the next move is crucial for him. Yeah, and I always thought Real Madrid would be the destination because he's going there. He'll be around top players, of course. Would Manchester City value him at 120 and pay the 120, despite having a good relationship with Dortmund? I don't think so. Yeah, I think there was only a couple of clubs on the planet that would actually pay that kind of dough for him. Real Madrid being one of them, maybe PSG another one. I don't know. I didn't see anybody else really going in for him. And listen, whilst he's done great in Germany, yeah, that German league for me is trash anyway. This season he scored 5 goals, four assists in the league. You know, he's got a couple of goals in the cup. He's got 4 in the Champions League. I mean, his numbers are fairly decent. Like, I can't lie. But at the same time, like, I mean, is this where we're at with football? A 19-year-old who's ripping it up or doing very well in the Bundesliga is now valued at 120 million quid. I mean, come on, seriously? Like, I don't really get it. But the one thing I will say, Real Madrid do need a player like Jude Bellingham. Yeah, which is why I always thought they'd go there. Because Modric, Kroos, they're coming towards an end. They've obviously got Tchouaméni there. He played the other night in another loss. They lost again to Real Sociedad. They're third in the league now. Atletico won last night and overtook them. So now Ancelotti is not going to be the manager, in my opinion, by the end of the season. I think regardless of whether he wins both the cups, which is not looking great considering their form at the moment. Although they did drop a lot of players for the game the other night. I don't know, man. Like, even if he wins both of them cups, he's got Osasuna in the Copa del Rey. I think he'll probably win that one. But he might not even make it to get to that game. Yeah, because if he loses to Man City, they'll probably sack him. Like, that ain't even a joke. That's how Real Madrid moves. They probably sack him. If he loses to Manchester City, they might even end up sacking him. Like, his league form's been horrendous this season. It is crazy. I mean, the team he put out the other night was a mix and match. Like, Carvajal got a double yellow, got red carded in that game. Nacho was back at left back. They've been playing Camavinga at left back. And he wasn't even in the squad. Fede Valverde was on the bench. Benzema didn't play. Like, their bench, like Eden Hazard's still at the club. I mean, come on. You know, but their bench, it was pretty much a reserve bench. Vasquez came on. Yeah, there was Rodrigo playing on the left. No Vinicius Jr. Asensio played. Like, just a weird setup. But having said that, that's because he has got the Champions League coming up. And let's not write Real Madrid off here. Like, they have got a chance because that is their competition, and something sparks in their head and they do go and win that competition like pretty much every year, it seems, where they at least arrive in the semis every year. But Jude Bellingham, they need more than Jude Bellingham. And I do think they will do that. I said the other day on the show on the other channel that I think that Real Madrid have to go and get a few big players or a few big names for big money. This is the start. I do think they'll go and get a couple more. Eden Hazard will be gone in the summer. There will be a clear out. The manager will probably be gone. They're linked to Xavi Alonso. I see that today. Is linked to Tottenham as well, Xavi Alonso. In fact, Xavi Alonso has got a quote here. Big up Fabrizio for putting it out. He said, "I've been in football for many years. Rumours are normal, but they still have a lot to achieve. That's where my head is 100% here for the last few months. And my head is also 100% here for next season." Well, listen, that's big talk from Xavi Alonso. But if Real Madrid come calling for you as a manager or a player, I'm sorry, you're going. Jude Bellingham's proof in the pudding. Yeah, Real Madrid knock on the door, bang, I'm gone. Cheers, 19. Listen, he's got big shoes to fill if he goes there. And what they're doing is they're going down this more pace and power route now, which I think that they are wise to do. But for me, Jude Bellingham's a very good footballer. But if he don't hit the ground running at Madrid, he's getting a lot of backlash. I know how them Madrid fans roll. They do not ramp. Yeah, like these fans overseas, they do not care, man. We see only yesterday that PSG fans were outside Neymar's house shouting for him to leave. Like, this is how they roll in other countries. It's only in England you can't say anything against a player or you're seen as negative. Like, Real Madrid fans are ruthless, and I mean ruthless. So, listen, I hope he smashes it. Yeah, and I do see a way in. And listen, I'd love to get your thoughts on this as well, because they have got Camavinga. I think he's levels above Jude Bellingham, by the way. Different type of player, of course. They've got Tchouaméni. I think he's better than him as well. Injured this season a lot. He's been on the bench a lot. But obviously they've gone with the tried and tested Kroos, Modric in midfield, etc. And Camavinga's played quite a bit of games with them too. But I do think that there is a way and a world where Bellingham, Tchouaméni and Camavinga can play in a free. Yeah, I think Bellingham, with being the main output, I think he could play in like a floating number 10, 2-8, something like that. Kind of, it depends what formation Real Madrid go with, because I do think that they could potentially play with 2 8s and then a 6. Yeah, and then you could have Tchouaméni, you could have Camavinga, and you could have Bellingham in the team. So I don't know, man. I think Luka Modric is still going to be there for next season. I think they're renewing Benzema's contract until next season, unless that's already been done. But there was a lot of speculation going around about that. And I think that'd be a wise move for Madrid as well, to keep the likes of Kroos, Modric, Benzema in the team, because they have got Rodrigo, they have got Vinicius, they have got Tchouaméni, they have got Camavinga. That's some good young players, man. And obviously adding Jude Bellingham to that, you do need experienced players there to help you, especially at Real Madrid. Of all the clubs on the planet, you have to have them elite heads at that football club that know the club. Danny Carvajal, another one. Even Courtois, he's been there a while now. You have to have the elite heads at that football club to say and nurture and guide and say, no, this is how we do it at Madrid. This is what the standards are at Madrid. This is what the fans demand at Madrid. And if you adhere to all of these and do it on the football pitch, they'll worship you. It doesn't matter who you are. Yeah. So listen, good luck to Jude, man. I think I do like him. I do think he's a good player. I don't think he's as good as people hype him up to be. But again, he is only 19. It seems like he's been around in football for a long time. I mean, Birmingham City were retiring his shirt at 16. I don't quite know what that was all about, but obviously they see big things for him. I don't know whether they get a kickback of the money, but Borussia Dortmund are obviously going to earn a lot of money out of it that they will never reinvest again, because that's what they do, which is why they never win the title. That's why they never compete for the trophies in Europe either, because they never reinvest their money. And it's kind of sad, really. They made money out of Haaland, made money out of Sancho. They're making money. It's a good place as a stepping stone if you're a young footballer, but ultimately they will always leave. Maybe if they invested all the money they get for these players, they could actually compete at the top table, but they don't. And it's kind of worrying to see teams do that at times, because eventually you're not going to be able to find the gems and nurture them. And then in that instance, you end up like Southampton. Liverpool steal all of your good players. You can't find the gems anymore. Now you're sat bottom of the table in the Premier League, which is why I don't rate this whole stepping stone football club. Brighton are going to have this as well, by the way. Whilst it's great what Brighton are doing, eventually they're going to run out of gyms, and eventually they'll get relegated because they won't invest the money to do what's required. But listen, good luck to Jude Bellingham, man. Hopefully he does well. I like watching Real Madrid. I like watching La Liga in general, if I'm honest. They've been poor this season. They need a spark. They need some signings. They need a new manager because obviously Ancelotti is going to be going. And that new manager is going to want some players. He's going to want some superstars, some Galacticos and all of that. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what they do in the summer. But first box ticked, Jude Bellingham, which is where I always thought it'd end up. So let me know your thoughts, feelings and opinions and all of that. It'd be lovely to know what you guys think. Thanks again for the 10K subscribers, and smash the likes up on this video. That'd be great. I'll be back again probably tomorrow. But now I'm off to the pool to chill with my mother. Adios, amigos. Make sure you smash the like button. Adios. Ciao. Layers.